Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tuesday and I love unboxing fashion with all of you. Today's day 11 of Vlogmas, and today I wanted to do an unboxing of sorts because it's not really a box, it's a bag, but whatever. An unboxing and a review of Rent The Runway. This is my second go round with them, so each month you get, depending on your package, a certain number of kind of returns that you can kind of send stuff back and get new items. So this is my second tryout of it. And I'm gonna give you guys some feedback based on my first few weeks trying this service. So if you wanna hear all the details and see the new things that I just got, go ahead and stay tuned. So as I mentioned in my last video, I won a 1-month subscription to Rent The Runway, and it was an 8-piece subscription, meaning that I got 4 pieces that I could have all at one time, and then I had one more like send back where I could send those 4 pieces back and get 4 more, or 2 pieces back and get 2 more, or whatever. But I had one send back. So I recently sent the first set of clothing back. I got 4 pieces. I got a pair of pants by Madewell, or jeans actually. I got a jumpsuit by Trina Turk. I had a linen top. I can't remember who made it, but it was another designer brand. And I also had a sweater by Sinkaset. So first impressions were not really great. A couple things that I forgot and a couple things that you probably should know. First of all, most of the pieces on the website are designer. There's a few like by Madewell, J. Crew, some of like those upper low end brands, I guess I would say. I don't know. They're brands we're familiar with, but they're on the higher end of the scale of kind of that mid-range of brands. So anyways, but most of the pieces are like Jason Wu, Philip Blim, just designers, any designers you could think of, they're probably represented on the site. So one of the things I forgot about designer clothing is that they fit differently than most clothing that's made to be worn off the rack. Things that you would pick up at, say, the Gap or Banana Republic or Target even. They just have a different fit to them. And generally, the sizing on them runs a little bit large. So for instance, I'm typically a size 10 in a dress, and most of the items that I got, even though they sent them to me in a 10, that's the size I selected, they were all way oversized. So Rent The Runway does have an AI system that will kind of pick the best fit for you if that's available, but it takes some time for them to actually get to know you based on your likes, your dislikes, the reviews that you leave, what worked, what didn't work, etc. So this is one of those systems that you're going to have to commit for a little bit, I think, before you start getting the right sizing and the right pieces. Designer sizes also tend to run long. So for instance, if you're petite, you may run into more trouble than someone like me who has a 33-inch inseam and can wear pants that are pretty long. A lot of the designer pants come in longer lengths, just kind of automatically, with the expectation that you're going to be able to get it hemmed or, shortened to whatever works for you. And yeah, like for instance, the Trina Turk jumpsuit, it was beautiful. It was a sunny yellow color, and it fit through the body, and it was long enough on the leg, but there was so much extra at the top, like the shoulders were way up here. That's fine when you're purchasing an item because you can go and have it hemmed. To have the shoulders taken down, would have been a very minimal alteration, especially in light of how much the item costs. That would have been a minimal alteration. But I'm not buying the piece. I'm essentially borrowing it. So there's not a whole lot you can do about things that are just way out of whack. You know, some things can be fudged. You can kind of faux hem a pant leg that's too long, but there's nothing you can do about a shoulder length that's way up here. So I just found that to be a little bit frustrating. I asked them for some tips. I sent them an email and asked them for some tips as far as like trying to determine what I should get for sizing moving forward, and pretty much this is what they told me. They told me that, you know, they do try to recommend the best size, to make sure that I read all of the comments and the reviews and look at the pictures of other women who might be in the same size category as I am. Although of course most of the things that I liked, there were no other women in the same size category who had left reviews, and so I kind of just had to fudge it. You also really need to know your own measurements. This is not a time for guessing. You really need to get out a measuring tape, measure your widest part of your bust, the slimmest part of your waist, and the widest part of your hips, so that way you can really get a good feeling for where you are on a size chart. Sometimes you can look up a designer's size chart, just Google it, and get a better feel for what that item might look like, feel like once you get in your hands. So the downside is the sizing is not going to be true to size per se, and you're going to have to do some homework and some work to make this work. So if you're interested in trying Rent the Runway, definitely keep those things in mind. That being said, there are thousands of items to choose from on Rent the Runway. So, and I'm sure I haven't, you know, seen nearly anywhere close to all of them, nowhere near. And they will continue to make recommendations to you as I keep, you know, liking things on the site or disliking things on the site. And of course, as I leave feedback on each item that I get. So I'm hoping that this new package here that I have will be a little bit better, a little closer to size, and I actually can wear some of the pieces, because the last 4 pieces that I got, I literally couldn't wear any of them. I couldn't even like really take good pictures just for Instagram with them, because they were just so the wrong size. I suppose if I had a photographer and I wasn't doing it myself, I could have done it, because I could have gotten some clips and had somebody like clip me in and whatever while the photographing was going on. But yeah, not when you're trying to do it yourself. All right, so everything they send you comes in a bag like this, a garment bag, and your address label goes here. I've obviously taken mine out. It comes in a zippered bag. All 4 pieces are going to be inside of here, and you unzip it. If I can get this one unzipped, the zipper is kind of stuck on this one. The last one I had was really easy. Okay, I think somebody just stuck the fabric in there, or maybe it's just a really nasty zipper. Okay, we're unzipped. All right, so inside of here, they will give you a card that tells you how to return your items. And essentially you just use the app and select more pieces that you want to have sent to you, and then select that you want to return, what items you want to return back to Rent the Runway. You do have the option of keeping pieces for pretty much as long as you want, as long as of course you're paying for the service. And so if you really love a dress and you want to have it, you know, for weeks on end, more power to you. So that's the first thing in there. And then the clothes are inside. They're all hanging here on hangers, and they're in plastic dry cleaning bags. Okay. This garment bag that they're in is kind of unique for keeping all the items in. It's really handy, but it just slides off. And I just hang the bag in my closet, and I try to keep these pieces with the bag so that way I don't lose any of it. But yeah, this just hangs in my closet, in the back of my closet, until I'm ready to pack it up and send it back. When you're ready to send it back, all you have to do is just drop it off at wherever your local FedEx drop off is. Mine is at a Walgreens, so I just take it in there, drop it off, and we're good to go. All right, let me show you what I selected for this go round. The first thing is this beautiful slate and willow jacket. It's I think it's real leather if I'm not mistaken. It's a Moto Jacket. And one other thing they do is they actually like seal the bottom of the bag so so the pieces don't get damaged in transit. So I'm just gonna open this. And when you send everything back, you can send back the bags and the hangers. They do recycle them. And I think there's like a little barcode on the hanger so they, you know, can determine what items are coming back. Okay. It smells like leather. Let's see if it says on the inside. So pretty. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, it is real leather. So this is the Moto Jacket. It's got some fun details on it. This kind of creates a little bit of a peplum here. You've got zips on the sides of the sleeves. In the back, you've got buckles, which I thought were really awesome. And yeah, and it's got some like quilting at the top there. So that is the first piece that I picked up. I don't think I'm gonna do a try on for this particular box. I might do one later, but tonight I just wanted to show you guys what I got and kind of my ups and downs about Rent the Runway. All right, the next piece is a top. It's sleeveless. And I think this is leather as well. There's so many pieces on the site that it can get overwhelming and hard to decide what to select to have sent to you. Especially since I knew like I had just one free month and I really just didn't know if I wanted to continue on with this or not. So I really wanted to get the most bang for my buck, so to speak. And I really wanted to get a good feel for whether this is something I wanted to continue. Okay, so this is the top. It's got these cutouts right here that are like a mesh. You can totally see through that. Then the back is a fabric and it's got a zipper. And let me check to see if this is leather also. No, it's not. This is faux. This is faux leather, but it feels really amazing. It's got some nice stretch to it. It's got that kind of scuba material on the back side. And I don't know how this is going to work out on my bust, but I'm really excited to give it a try. This was a piece where I let, oh no, it's not. This is not the one I'm thinking of. Never mind. But anyways, it's by Kaufman Franco. Yeah. So that is the second piece. I'm so excited to give this all a try. I'm trying to set everything over to the side. All right, the next piece is by Prabal Gurung. It is a top, a sweater, lightweight sweater with a scoop neck. And it does have a peplum style bottom on it. If you can see that, it kind of comes out at the waist here and has a bell sleeve. All right, I'm gonna take this out of the packaging so you can get a better look at it. I just thought the print was so pretty, the kind of horizontal dotted line. So I was like, let me give that a shot, see what happens. Okay, slide it out. Now I have worn Prabal Gurung for Target. His collaboration with Target. I think I have a couple pieces from it, and I really like his design, so I thought this would go over well. All right, so here it is. Oh, I love this fabric. It just feels really nice. You know, the thing about designer clothes, typically, not always, but typically, is that there's a quality of fabric that you get with that item, and there's also a quality of manufacturing that you usually get with the item as well. And I really do appreciate that, having worked in the bridal industry and knowing the difference between, you know, something you get at David's Bridal and something that you get, you know, at a high-end luxury bridal salon. The material, the handwork, the beading, the stitching, the quality of laces, the quality of fabrics, it's just such a big difference. And so sometimes I know people wonder, like, what am I paying for? What am I paying, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars for? That's what you're paying for, that exceptional fabric, that exceptional quality, that exceptional fabrication. I mean, and you have to decide, you know, for yourself if it's worth it to you or not. Some things for me are, and some things for me are not. That's a personal preference, but that's what you're paying for generally. You are paying a little bit for the marketing and the label, but when it comes to something that's super high end, that's usually what you're paying for, is the quality. All right, so yeah, I really love this. Now, the reviews mentioned that the sleeves were really, really long, but I have really, really long arms, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. I anticipate that this was designed to have or designed to hang over, kind of over the palm. So that's what I'm anticipating. I love the peplum in this, and it's just a little bit off to the side. Peplums are really great if you are trying to kind of accentuate a curve a little bit. So I'm excited about this. Plus the vertical lines in it are going to be a little more slimming. So that's really beautiful. This is the piece that I was going to say. Rent the Runway selected the size for me based on their feedback and reviews. So they sent me a size 6 as opposed to like my normal size 10, because allegedly this runs large. So I hope it fits. Okay. The last item is a pair of jeans. And I wouldn't typically waste pick on jeans, but I actually don't have a whole lot of full-length jeans right now in my wardrobe because I've outgrown them. I've, you know, gained enough weight now that I really don't have that much to pick from. I always think that I do, but the reality is that I end up wearing the same like 2 pairs of jeans over and over and over again. And for as much as I wear jeans, I really like to have several more pairs in my collection, but that'll take some time. So let's get these out of here. All right, these are by DL19. I think that's what it's called. No, DL1961. These are the Bridget. That's what they're called. It's just a dark denim wash with a nice rise on it, and it has a little bit of a boot cut leg to it. Here's the pockets. Actually, those are kind of large pockets, but that's all right. Yeah, there's not really much else to tell about it. I just thought this was a nice wash, a nice length, a nice cut, and so I thought, well, that would give me an extra pair of jeans to have in my collection, at least temporarily. So that's what I got. Overall, the jury is still out about whether I like this service or not. So I will come back once I've had a chance to fully try everything on and fully like think through all of the ups and downs of this to let you know how I feel about Rent the Runway. I know there are other clothing rental services out there, and my experience with Rent the Runway definitely made me think about trying those other services, because I just loved being able to search through thousands of items, just pick out this, I'm gonna need this for the week or whatever, and have them delivered to my door for just one set fee. That being said, I shop I shop as a hobby. I shop for a living. I live in the land of retail, so I don't think even renting clothing is going to stop me from shopping. 1, because I love shopping, and 2, because 4 pieces is not going to be enough to make a whole wardrobe. And I know some of these, even Rent the Runway, but some of these other subscriptions have, where you can rent 10 pieces or 8 pieces or whatever, but nevertheless, that's not a wardrobe to me. For those who are into capsule collections, that might absolutely work. I just don't operate like that. I need that variety. I need to be able to go in my closet and see like multiple options and be able to put things together in different ways. In my head, like I have cataloged all the things I have in my closet, and so I'm like always putting together outfits like, oh, this would go with that, this would go with that, this would go with that, I can add this, I can add that. And if the pieces aren't there, then everything falls apart. So that's what would keep me from, you know, doing a rental service exclusively, I guess. So you're not gonna stop seeing me open Stitchfix boxes anytime soon. All right, if you guys have any questions about Rent the Runway and their subscription service or their rental service, be sure to drop those in the comments below. I am going to do a try on of these pieces, but I think I'm going to do it on Instagram. So be sure to follow me. I'm at From Tuesday on Instagram, and I'll probably have a either do like a reel or do a story where I will try on these pieces. If you liked this video and see me unbox some things and talk about something new, definitely give me a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe so you can see the rest of the videos in my Vlogmas. I am excited because Vlogmas is half over. I am also starting my 4-day weekend, which is a 4-day celebration of my 44th birthday. So I'm really excited about that. And the holidays are getting nearer, and yeah, there's just a lot to look forward to. The year is almost over. Yes. All right, until I see you guys tomorrow, live with love. Bye.